Okay, so today we went out. We were going to do the Mauser into the block, but we had some technical difficulties. We're still working out our loads for our Mauser. So I shot this with my brand new 9130 that we scoped. The rounds I had that shot really well out of that gun, we shot them up. But this is the other surplus that I had, and this is a 150 grain silver tipped. Very much like this one, just has a silver tip on it. It's made by some other Eastern Bloc country. And this block was a little over 100 yards. Hit a little to the right and went through and pretty much demolished the jugs behind us. As you can see back here, I'm guessing this is where the tumbling action really started occurring. Unlike the last test with the PVU sniper, there was no steel or nothing. So this is actually what it did to bear wax. So what we're going to do is we're going to split this right down the middle. We're going to see exactly what type of devastation it left in its wake. If it's anything like the last one, it should be a pretty impressive cavity. Okay, so there is the bullet travel. We did not capture this bullet. It went through everything. We did capture parts of this bullet. As you can see here, it entered the block and it pretty much did absolutely nothing for the main part of the channel, and then right here at the end is where it actually tumbled. And as you can see, that is pretty impressive. That's that deep. So pretty impressive on that side. And as you can see on this side, same thing. Came through, came back, and you can actually see lines, or I'm guessing parts of the jacket and stuff started tearing off as it turned, and it hit a water jug that was behind it. And I'm guessing the water jug is actually what caused this to implode back in whenever it hit and pretty much destroyed that. But when it finally did start to actually tumble, we're looking at, didn't really start to widen out to about 6 inches. So let's go ahead and cut the back of this cavity so we can get a better idea of what it looked like as it traveled. So there is what you would see, and unfortunately this kind of broke off there. And this is what the back half is. As you can see how that shock wave has actually pushed this out. And there's a better view of that tumbling action. Now, this time around, without it hitting steel, it doesn't look like it shed any metal. What you see here is actually bits of cardboard and dirt after it hit behind the target there. See if I can open this up, give you a better view down in here. That's that tumbling effect of full metal jackets. Unfortunately, didn't really do any tumbling until halfway through the block. So without that piece of steel, like my other test, it really didn't do that much of an effect. I mean, if this was a human body, it wouldn't have really seemed to have started tumbling until after it had already almost exited the body, wouldn't you say? Still, that's still pretty impressive for just a full metal jacket. 2 inches on this side. Three inches on that side. You can see where that water, the force pushed it back in. No metal, no nothing. So hopefully I can get some soft points and I can test some 762 by 54R soft points, or maybe some of the 203 grain brown bear, and see what it'll do to the ballistic wax.